How many times can you be lied to when you do not know the truth? Well, what if you, as the public, are being lied to by everybody at the top of the pyramid, like Congress, the Fed, the IMF, the World Bank? I gotta tell you, pardon my French, but that really, really pisses me off, because it's not okay with me, and it shouldn't be okay with you, and you better do something to protect yourself, your wealth, your freedom. You better do something. And I'm going to tell you without any doubt in my mind, you better have a strategy right now, because the powers that be definitely do have a strategy. And that strategy is wealth transfer their way. But you know, the thing that's interesting is we elect these people, not all of them, some of them are just appointed, and we'll talk about that too. But we elect these people, and we are trusting that they have our best interests at heart. But do they really? The reality is you will have your own best interests at heart first. Do not take anybody's word for anything. Do your due diligence. Understand what it is that you're dealing with so that you can actually make educated choices that support your best interests. And your best interests need to be at the top of the pile. Because the reality is your future is being sold down the river, and so are your children's and your grandchildren's and your great-grandchildren's. And when is it gonna stop? Because I say it stops now. If not me, who? If not now, when? So you've probably heard about, I hope you've heard anyway, about what's been happening at the Fed with Fed officials trading and all of this kind of stuff. Now, has anything changed? Or is this something that's new? Oh, heck no, it's not new. But central bank regional presidents traded securities in markets in which Fed choices mattered in 2020. If you create the playbook, then I guess you can benefit from it. You and I don't get to create that playbook. The Federal Reserve gets to create that playbook. The Congress gets to create that playbook. But here's the piece, and I talk about it all the time, because this is a Ponzi game. And all Ponzi games require confidence. So when this kind of stuff leaks, it erodes the confidence. And that, my friends, is the only thing that's really holding this farce together. And it is a farce. I mean, you can look at what's happening, and if you think that that's the real economy, if you think that stock market's making constant new highs and going up thousands of percent in 12 or 24 months, if you think that that's a normal economy and a normal market, then you need to think again. And oh, by the way, I have this bridge in Brooklyn that I'd really like to sell you. I mean, seriously. Now, the trading has prompted concerns about conflicts of interest among high-level officials with far-reaching policy-making influence and extraordinary access to information about the economy. And not only do they have extraordinary access about information in the economy, but they have the ability to impact what happens on the short-term basis. So many people say to me all the time, well, can't they do this forever? And the answer is no. History shows us that they cannot do it forever. And really, most of that is around the confidence. So this kind of stuff getting out is really not a good thing. But it's not a new thing either. I mean, wow, Boston Fed stung by conflict of interest. And so what's the solution? Well, the first solution is, well, I'll sell those stocks. What happens to the money from selling those stocks? I mean, millions, I think this guy did something like 27 transactions worth over $1 million per transaction. I could show you all that. It doesn't matter if he did one transaction or he did a gazillion transactions. The point is that he had insider information and he used it to his benefit. And is that really okay with you? I mean, can they hide the truth forever? Can they suppress the truth forever? The answer is no. Because we have also been trained to think very short term. Just look at right now, forget yesterday, just look at right now. Forget tomorrow, just look at right now. Well, that doesn't really make sense. You've got to take a longer term view in order to see the truth. So what this is, a relative performance chart of gold, silver, the Dow Jones, and the dollar down here in green. It is clear that since 2000, which we saw all the rules and regulations in the setup to the 2008 financial crisis, has outperformed stocks, currencies, and everything else, even with all the manipulation. Even with all the manipulation. You really need to be protected. You need barterability. You need wealth preservation. If you're in the markets, okay. You want to go on that roller coaster? Okay. Just be properly diversified with something that is truly outside of the system and is the only financial asset that runs no counterparty risk. And I'm even referring to the spot gold and silver contracts because that's all they are. They're paper, they're not even paper contracts. They're contracts, they're easy and cheap, and they can create unlimited amounts of them. No doubt about it. We are at a critical juncture right now. I don't know exactly how much more time we have. I do not yet have the technical confirmation to come out here and say with absolute technical definition that we are in a hyperinflationary phase, but I would really say my head, my heart, and my gut is really telling me that we have begun that. So we're running out of time. This is not the time to procrastinate. This is not the time to worry about, oh, is spot gold going up or is it going down? Is spot silver going up or is it going down? Who cares? Honestly, that is nominal confusion. They designed it because they knew that you would marry the numbers. Don't marry the numbers, marry the value.